Do Latinos power the construction industry in the United States? A new report from the National Hispanic Construction Alliance answers that question. According to the report, Latino-owned construction firms are growing at a faster rate than those owned by other groups. And when it comes to the workforce overall, Hispanics account for 30% of the construction labor force in the United States. Between 2018 and 2023, Hispanics accounted for more than half of the construction workforce growth. Yet, when it comes to management positions, Latinos are underrepresented. Only 16% of those are held by Hispanics, compared to 36% for non-Hispanics.
This is the real reason why the Hispanic community is so important to the construction industry, and it's not why you think. I'm going to show you two houses that started framing on the exact same day. They pay the exact same amount of labor, and they're the exact same floor plan. Both crews have 3 guys each. You tell me if you can guess which house the gringos are framing. The reason they're so essential is not because they're cheaper labor. They get paid the exact same. Their work ethic is just so much better than everyone else. It's not even close. I'm a gringo myself, and I have to give credit where credit is due. The construction industry would be an absolute shambles without them.
I know that we have lost a lot of our workers because of their hearing about these raids. We have got some of them back, but we're now about half capacity, which basically hurts our work production. This particular job here is a huge job for the community. Well, the community is going to miss out if we can't get it finished. And those raids happen a good bit away from here. There's a lot of closer jobs than this one, so I know they're all being affected as well.
So apparently, Florida is in desperate need of construction workers. Imagine that. Yeah. So in the construction industry, they're having a hard time contracting workers. And these extreme temperatures that nobody wants to work in, they're having a hard time finding any gringo workers. But you all were out here complaining, hollering, deport, 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 and they're taking our jobs. And imagine a situation wherein Florida needs construction workers. Hello? Wake up, America. Where's our workers at? Where's these people that are needing all of these jobs? Because apparently there's some openings and there's not a wait list. Might want to go and apply.
Okay, Jimmy, the client wants a 3-story house with 5 rooms on every floor, okay? He wants top-of-the-line plumbing, and he wants... Give me 1 second, Jimmy. It's fine. Oh, fuck, it's the client. Jimmy, here are the blueprints. Go over them and let me know when you guys can get this done, okay? Okay, yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, what's up, sir? Okay, Jimmy, so what do you think? When can you guys get this done? Okay, so yeah, I'm looking at the blueprints, and it's gonna take 8 months. 8 months? No. 8 months for the permits. Okay, so how long till you guys actually get the house up? It should take us like about 4 years. 4 years? Okay. Let me talk to my clients and to see what time frame they want, and I'll get back to you. I'm gonna send you an email, okay? All right. Have a good day, Jimmy. Okay, Juan, the client wants a 3-story building with 5 rooms in every building. Okay. He also wants top-of-the-line plumbing and everything. Give me 1 second, Juan. I'm sorry. Okay, that's fine, man. That's fine. Oh, it's the client. Juan, here's the blueprint. Let me know when you guys could get this done, okay? Yes, sir. What the Juan? This mother built the house already? What the Hey, Juan! Hey, ¿qué pasó, Mr. George? What the man? Hey, man, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. No. Why are you sorry? No pude acabar. I couldn't finish, man. I tried to finish before you ended the phone call, but chingada, man, I'm only one guy, you know? What the fuck, Juan? Man, what the man? Hey, don't cry, Mr. George. It's okay, man. Don't cry, man. This is beautiful, man. I thought I would never see this shit. You're fast, brother.
Wow, what a skit. You've watched the entire skit and you tell me which bit of that skit is actually false. Yo, how accurate. But hey, today we've got a sensitive topic. But before we get into that, hey guys, my name is Danny and I'm gonna be the host for today's show. So we're gonna discuss about how some of the MAGA supporters who voted for the deportations of Latino are now crying that their own construction sites are empty. Why? This is because most of the laborers that were working there, those that were industrious, were actually Latinos, and either they are scared of coming to work or they've eventually been deported back to their respective countries because of their undocumented status. Because this is somehow a sensitive topic and there are many angles to look at it, where some would agree by the fact that these people are being deported and others disagreeing. So we're gonna listen to people's opinions, especially those who own construction sites, who've been working in construction sites, those who've been doing research in construction sites. But hey, it is important to look at every reasons why people believe that Latinos carry the construction industry, and also the other side where they think these people need to go and get their papers right before coming to construction sites. Also, we're gonna look at testimonies from the very people who have hired these people, given them a project, done the project, and how they performed in the respective project that they were given. I'm gonna urge you to hang around and let's sail this boat together. We're gonna come back and give our unsolicited opinions.
Immigrants, minorities, documented and undocumented workers are being deported on mass scale out of Florida right now. Who's going to do all of that work? Because I got a top 5 list right now of jobs no way you will see Americans actually do once all of these supposed illegal criminals are deported out. Number 5, construction work. I'm sorry, but little Todd and Timmy and Tucker and Sander, all of these people that actually been named after tradesmen will never actually work in any of these trades because no American citizens want their kids to actually be tradespeople. So can you actually see little Timmy who's questioning his gender hanging sheetrock for 10 hours a day in the hot sun? No. Most of these Gen Zers are going to start crying when they hear the word F's are hurt and there's no trigger safe spaces. Number 4, farming. How many of these little American-born citizens are going to actually go out and start picking fruits and vegetables for 12, 15 hours a day? Not going to happen. Number 3, lawn people. How many white people do you think you're going to see out on the yards at 110-degree weather mowing? How they do it, but the Latin community gets a lot of respect for the fact that they can actually stay out there for 12 to 14 hours a day. Number 2, house cleaning. How many people do you see out there that are American citizens trying to get jobs cleaning houses? It never happens. I'm on Palm Beach Island all of the time. You never see that. Doesn't happen.
Of course, in my video that I made the other day, there had to be some negative nannies asking about the quality of work the Hispanic workers did that literally built a whole-ass 2-car garage / barn in a day. So let's take a look. Here it is. And it's actually got 3 garages. 2, 3. You want to go over? So in regards to quality, have you ever heard of the song "Da-na-na-na, na-na-na-na, can't touch this"? I would say hats off to them. I think the quality is there. Now, as a friendly reminder, these are some of the same folks that you all are hollering to deport every other day of the week, but yet they're out here killing it at triple and twice the speed, doing the jobs that lazy Americans don't want to do. Hats off to them, and thank you for absolutely making our country great, because if it wasn't for you all, a lot of these jobs wouldn't get done.
I want to believe that most undocumented workers in the United States are decent people. They're not the rapists and the drug dealers and the criminals. They're hard-working individuals, and I respect that. I believe that those undocumented workers should be given a chance to have a work visa that's not tethered to a contractor. In other words, they ought to have a permit to work here in the United States and with the same wages and labor benefits that the Federal Labor Standards Act affords us as American workers. They should be given the same rights, the same pay, because they're hard workers doing the same work that I do every day. Furthermore, I think that the employers that have been exploiting them for decades and generations, I think those employers should go to jail. There's somebody that made a decision to hire those undocumented workers knowing that that LLC was a cover for him to get a job here in the United States. And they lured them here over the last 30 plus years in the state of Florida and lowered our wages by having them work for piecework and having them work under the table and having them work for cash. Those contractors, those employers, they should be in prison. The Department of Labor needs to be totally revamped and start going after the contractors. These immigrants aren't the problem. They're hard workers. They're the symptom of the problem. Let's go after the contractors. Let's help these immigrants become legal workers here and pay taxes, just like you and me.
If all the immigrant construction workers are being deported out of the state of Florida and hurricanes start hitting the state of Florida, who's going to be around to fix all of the damage that the hurricanes have created? And then we don't have any workers to actually help, fix all of the things that the hurricanes damaged. And by the way, we don't have FEMA anymore because it's been defunded and dismantled and has been deemed unnecessary. So we have immigrants and undocumented workers that are supposedly criminals that are showing up to work every single day, working 9 to 5, 7 to 7, 7 to 10 at night, working on construction sites, trying to help build this country. And now they've been deported, so we don't have that labor force, which is about 60 to 70% in the state of Florida. And then on top of it, we won't actually have the emergency services like FEMA that actually helps finance and fix the things or fund the things that need to be fixed. So how's that all going to work? The labor force is gone, and we don't have FEMA to actually finance the repairs that need to be done. So we're going to have a whole bunch of people sitting around with holes in their roofs, ease down, and this, that, and the other because no one had any kind of forethought. What do you guys think? Please leave a comment and repost. Do you guys see what I'm talking about?
North Carolina, where this dude and his wife refused to pay construction workers for the work that they did by asking them, do you have your papers? I know we've said this over and over again that the worst enemy of one Latino is another Latino. We have clearly seen that a lot this month, but can we stop with this kind of shit? The guy who recorded the video, who I've tagged below if you want to see the entire thing, said that he put up sheetrock for them over 120 pieces. And let me show you what that looks like. Now, obviously, I've sped this up, but this is an entire house that they did. Almost every single room. And they only did this in 3 days. Amazing work, quick results, and all they want to do is get paid for their work. He is absolutely trying to steal the construction workers' labor by threatening him, saying, do you have your papers? Now, the cops did show up, but they did nothing about it. And now people are saying, get a lien, sue him, destroy your work. All the dude wants to do is get paid. Why does he have to go through all that? Why do we have to do this to our own people?
That there is an example of how cruel this world is, and it's sometimes survival for the fittest. Even though you might champion the actions of the person who denied to pay the undocumented person's labor, what if, I'm just speculating, what if something bad happens to them? Like, for example, these people that have not been paid for doing that labor come back and do something stupid. Who would you blame? Of course, you play stupid games, you pay stupid prices, and I hope that does not happen, but hey, that is so uncalled for. Even though these people are not documented, why not just pay them and never hire them again? Or if you knew they were undocumented, why did you hire them at first? Away from that negative experience, we're gonna circle back to testimonies and some insights that people are giving. Like, for example, the lady who had a garage built by the Latino people in the construction space and how she complimented the work and the quality and the finish time. For the whole length of the video, what I noticed the most is how people are saying that these Latino construction workers are usually on time or in time. Their finish time or the working time is actually fast-paced as compared to a common American laborer or construction worker in the industry. It seems to be true because it's not only one, it's not only two, but majority of the people that are saying the same thing. It's like their experience overall, like the work is being done. We've even seen in that skit how they take work seriously. They not only finish work very fast, but also produce quality work, and that is exactly what the construction industry needs. It's not entirely true that all construction sites are being worked by Latinos, but majority of them are, and those that do not have Latinos and maybe have the Americans who work in those sites virtually complain of how it's so lengthy, it takes a lot of time, sometimes the workers don't show up, sometimes they deliver subpar work, they demand higher wages. When we look at the other side, they are responsive to work, they demand slightly lower wages as compared to the American counterparts. They are also fast and genuine and produce quality work. So it makes one think, what would I prefer? Hire my own people, but they will end up being back and forth with me, or hiring these people who are coming in and have genuine work. They do it faster and at lower wages. Who would you hire? That's the question that is lingering. But hey, I've seen also some people who complain about how the on-site has not been worked on because these workers have now stopped coming to work, and they seem to have forgotten that ICE raids are being done even to construction sites. The reason why they are not coming to work is some of the site owners are calling ICE agents on them. Look at the situation right now in Florida. There is Hurricane Erin, which is developing so fast, and I'm sure after this hurricane there would be jobs that need to be covered, where of course when there is hurricane, some houses or most houses are gonna be destroyed, so they would need repair in one way or the other. Others would need complete rebuilding. But does the demand meet the supply in the market? Given that now, especially in Florida, yesterday I covered the news of how Florida governor is setting up a detention facility. Do you think these construction workers who are highly skilled will show up in those sightings? As for me, my opinion is they're not gonna do that. The best solution, even one of the speakers has said, is making it easier for these people to make their papers right so that they can be documented and be given that permit to go and do the work in the right way. Some of them have waited for so long. Some of them actually do meet the criteria, and this idea of saying that these undocumented people, all of them are criminals, is not true. When these papers are made easier to process and maybe these people pay for them, it can be easier to make the papers right and build the economy. I wonder how this cat and mouse game is gonna end out to be, because ideally these people are needed in the economy. This is the point now where I leave you guys to share your opinions or thoughts in the comment section down there below. Please don't be shy, my comment section is open. Also, don't forget to go and check the original creators, links or username embedded in the Stitch videos. As always, go to their TikToks, follow, like their videos. For this channel, make sure you smash a thumbs up button for this video right here. Consider subscribing, turn on post notifications so that you may not miss my next upload. And with that guys, let me meet you in the next one. Peace out.